Okay, welcome back in, you guys. All my beautiful people out there, I have a new story for us, and it's very juicy, and I'm just going to jump right on into it, okay? So, here's the countdown,
Three, two, one.
and here we go. Am I really the a hole? A few weeks ago, I was scheduled for a first date with a guy I've been talking to for over a month. At that point, we had 3 or 4 phone calls of about 7 or 8 hours each. I remember those days. We were texting regularly and had all the right things in common. On the day of our planned date, one of my associates had a miscarriage at work. Oh, wow. So, was not seeing that coming. I am sorry to hear that. She was fine, laughing, talking, joking 1 second, and when she stood up from the table to wash her plate at the sink, it was like someone turned a faucet on in her body, and her child was making his exit in the most traumatic, horrific way possible. Since she has no family nearby and had to be ambulanced to the hospital, I followed the rig and went with her so she wouldn't be alone. That is actually really, really kind of you. That's I kudos to you. That's awesome. As soon as I knew I may be late or not making it, I texted this guy with a brief summary of what happened and let him know that I'd keep him posted. This was at 1:07 p.m. Her sister arrived from the next state at roughly 4:30 p.m. and at 4:50ish. I texted the guy and let him know that I was going to be home and to take a shower and that I would be able to meet him for our date. I never heard back from him until the next day. When he did text back, all he said was, "Fine. I'm glad she's okay." Ooh, very vague. Short and sweet. Well, not even the sweet. It's missing the sweet. Very short. Very, very short and vague. I hadn't heard from him for about a week and a half, so I texted him and said that I was sorry. Sorry for what? You have no reason to be sorry for anything. Don't apologize for that. You were doing something very, very kind, very nice, and it was. He's just being selfish. He's all in. I don't know. Just don't apologize for that.
You don't need to do that. You don't need to apologize. It's a fucked up female habit.
Anyway, moving on. So I texted him and said that I was sorry about how things turned out, but that I would like to reschedule our date because I had enjoyed getting to know him and would like to meet him in person. The text I got back says verbatim, "Shouldn't stand me up for a reason that really didn't have to stand me up for." Ooh, this is not a guy you want to be going on any dates with, honey. This is not a guy you want. It's a good thing he's showing you now before you even went out on a date. He's revealing who he really is. Red flags, flashing red flags. Ooh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is a big red flag right there. I'm having a hard time reconciling with why he feels like I stood him up when I texted him immediately and then followed up when I knew I could still meet him that evening. And secondly, why he would have expected me to leave her alone during one of the most tragic events any woman could ever go through. I just have to know if I'm the a hole in this situation because he's making me feel like I did something terrible, but I feel like I did the right thing. I wouldn't leave a stranger to suffer that situation on their own. Throw down Reddit. I'm ready for whatever y'all have to say. Girl, no, you are not the a hole. That's incredible. At least he is showing you right off the bat who he truly is. Red flags. I am telling you, there are red flags screaming here. So let's get into the comments. Uh, stand by. So, of course, just like I said, I called it. You dodged a bullet for sure. Oh my goodness. Um, The only thing you should be feeling is relief that this guy is not part of your life. Exactly. That is exactly what I said, right? You're so right. Thank you for your input. I appreciate it very much. And then there's another one. Hey, you're not the a-hole, but he thinks you're a liar. He's not the a-hole either. I've been in this situation so many times, really hitting it off with a lady, texting all the time. Finally going to meet, and bam, crazy story time. Yours is true, but if I was in his shoes, I would not believe it either. I guess I'm curious, why did you guys wait so long to meet? It seems like after the first 8 hours of conversation, you should have decided to get it together. So that's another way to look at it. I didn't even think about this. Uh, you could have easily have proven it. Maybe he really did think you were lying, because there's a lot of liars out there. There's a lot of people who BS and they don't want to meet up with people. They make up a reason, or they're catfishing. They're catfishing the person. So I didn't even think about that. That's a good way to put it. But you could have easily have proven it. And if he would have really cared, he would have gotten asked you for some sort of proof. It would have been awkward and weird, but at least it would have made you realize why he was acting that way, if that was true. At least asking for proof, and if it could have been easily proven, it might have been a misunderstanding at first, but it could have gotten, you guys could have gotten past it easy. Easy. That's insane. I don't want to be doing free, oh, sorry, advertising there. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah. So, I don't know. That's my 2 cents, you guys. I don't know what my 2 cents is worth. Maybe it's only 2 cents, but maybe your 2 cents is worth even more. Who knows? Let me know what your 2 cents is in the comments. And yeah, do not forget to like and subscribe.
Don't forget, like and subscribe. I mean, I'll wait. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But seriously, like and subscribe. And let me know what your 2 cents is in the comments. It might be worth more than mine. Who knows? And I almost forgot. My verdict is you are not the a-hole in this situation. Who knows? It might have been miscommunication. He might have thought you might have been fibbing, but it could have been easily disproven if he would have just asked or let you know how he was feeling. Yeah, not the a-hole. Let me know what y'all think. Like and subscribe.
Or else. Ciao.
Also, don't forget, go and like and subscribe to my YouTube page. That's just the nice and kind thing to do. Enjoy!